What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Hydroneer. Now, as you guys can see, we do have a bit of a temporary, kind of temporary, imperfect, I'll call it, setup at the moment. So basically, I've been digging a lot, trying to get all the way down to bedrock where we're going to set up our Goliath. And I decided to set this up so we could run all these blocks through. And yes, I know I could use the pickaxe to basically delete as I go. But I figure as long as we're going down through there, we might as well run the dirt. Uh, why waste? Why waste the stuff? I mean, I did take the pickaxe and delete off a good portion of the top. But I wanted to run everything else that was a little further down. So as you can see, I did test a little bit through. I made a little bit of a mistake, but I fixed it. Got everything set up the right way. And as you can see, we got our sorters here. We got 2x2 for gold here, because gold's basically the main resource. But everything seems to be working all right, so we're gonna fire it back up, and we're gonna run through all these blocks and see what we end up with. So off camera, I will be working on digging out this more. As you can see, we're not even all the way down yet, so we got quite a ways to go yet. It's probably gonna take, oh god, I don't even know. Probably another at least hour to get it all dug out so we can get our get all our Goliath drills and our conveyor system set up. Because basically what I want to do, I want to have my Goliath set up down there, and I want to have the conveyor bring the dirt all the way out and right over to here, and eventually eventually I kind of want to raise this up another block, this whole sorting setup. Just because, and I know this sounds, I don't want to put it, almost like obsessive compulsive, but I want to basically have it so the foundation is underneath and it's not falling on the ground like that. So a little bit of OCD there. This would work perfectly fine, but we might end up leaving it this way for now, or for quite a while, but eventually I do want to get it raised up so the gold is falling all onto the foundations. Well, eventually we're going to have like a pot in here to catch it, but for now I just wanted to run this stuff through and see how it worked, and then just take the magnet and pick it up when we're all done. So anyway, let's go ahead and fire this up, and let's start running some blocks here and see what we can get. Got tons of blocks, and I'm not sure how many more we're going to end up with, but it should be quite a few. Now, if I would have had extra pipe, I probably would have set up a conveyor system so I could just chuck the stuff right onto here. But this will have to do the trick for now. It's not perfect, but you know what? Let's actually do this. So we can quit freaking having to jump. Come on. Come on, get over there. Thank you. Damn thing. Do like that. Actually, we'll steal this ladder here and put it there, so you just walk right on up and drop her right on in. So lots of blocks to run. It's not necessarily just for making money, but I figured, why waste the blocks if we're mining them out, and it should be at, decent enough depth, because like I said, I did pickaxe delete quite a bit of stuff. So everything in here should be alright. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot of small stuff because of where I actually started turning this into blocks. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit of how this is going, and how I'm doing it, just so you guys get a little understanding and not basically come into an episode where everything's all set up and it's all perfect and ready to go. You get to see a little bit of how it goes, throughout the process, I guess I'll say. So we're gonna grab these chunks and get them out of there. And I don't wanna go down the harvester. Get them moved, and we got a couple right here as well, so let's grab them and chuck them in. Those are from our test run when I made my mistake. So my mistake, what I ended up doing was I accidentally forgot to put the harvesters one higher so they'd shoot onto the conveyor. Um, and yeah, instead they were shooting basically straight into the damn conveyor, and I kept hearing this jangling sound, and nothing was coming out of my sorters. So yeah, I looked, and my harvesters were shooting right into the damn conveyor. So this is just going to be a short little episode. I also wanted to explain a couple things. Coming up soon, I am going to be taking a few-day break from making videos. This is going to be for all the videos. I'm going to send my computer to a buddy of mine, and he's going to be setting up a new drive on it for me, and he's also going to be installing new audio jacks and stuff like that into it, and basically getting everything moved over that I need moved over onto the new drive as well. So it's going to take a few days for that, but I want to get that done. And it's not just because of the drive, but I want to get that audio problem fixed, because there's a little bit of an audio issue right now where there's kind of like a, how do I want to call it, like a feedback sort of issue with the microphone, because the cat's got my audio jacks all messed up on my desktop. So I need to get that new thing set up and put in. And yeah, once that's in, there should be no more audio issues. I've tried the audio a couple different ways, including putting the microphone in different jack, and yeah, it's just, the cat's got it all messed up, and it is what it is, I guess. I guess it's my fault, as much as it is the cat's, because, being their owner, it is still part my fault, so, is what it is. Like I said, I got a new one anyway, so I'll have him install that when he is doing all the work for the drive as well. So anyway, a couple more blocks here to go. We had quite a few of these. I will probably run the rest that we end up digging out of here off camera, just so they're out of the way, and then we can get right to the Goliath video next. But probably either at the end of this week, or, ooh, it's kind of lagging. Wow, why is it? You guys hear that? I'm sure you guys can see it a bit too, but man, did it get laggy all of a sudden? I wonder if it's because of all the gold on the ground. Would be my guess. We'll have to see how much is there. That's kind of one of the reasons why I really wanted to have a pot set up there before, but yeah, whoa. Stuff still yeets across the claim, that's for sure. I had to pull out a couple pieces of conveyor, and I accidentally bumped them together. Oh man, one took off like a bat out of hell, and the other one went rolling like a snowball down a hill. So anyway, let's get this run through. I want to go check out where this chunk of dirt went quick and get it done with. There's actually a few of them. What the hell? Wow. Yeah, you guys see how laggy this got? Why the hell is that from up? Hello? Oh shit! Not what I wanted. Oh, come on. There we go. One of the reasons why you should pound stuff in. Okay, what the hell? Where did that even go? Wow. Oh, there it is. Can't even jump right because of this stupid lag. Wow, that's ridiculous. Holy crap. Okay, you know what? Let's get this shut off because, wow. Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. That's insanely laggy. Is it from the gold on the ground? Because, man, that just become choppy as hell. It's still not very good, but we did get a decent amount of shards. It looks like 6 there. Wow, I gotta apologize for this lag. Man, this shit is terrible. What the hell is up with that? It shouldn't be like that just because there's a few pieces of gold on the ground. Man. Well, anyway, like I said, I'm gonna apologize for that because I did not realize that would happen. But anyway, as I was trying to say, I will be working on getting more of this done off camera, and our next episode is going to be with the Goliath. So once we get everything all set up, we will be running the goliaths and having them basically chuck the dirt right up out here, and I'm going to have, well, basically how this ladder's set up, I'm going to have a couple conveyors coming up to drop it onto the next one, and yeah, so it should work out all right. Again, I apologize about that lag. That was kind of nuts. That was just like out of nowhere because of the gold, or what the hell was that? I don't even know. It shouldn't have been the gold, because yeah, now it's not even lagging at all. I'm just getting 104 FPS. What the hell? I don't know. Some kind of weird loading issue, maybe? To be honest, I'm not even sure. I honestly couldn't even hazard a guess as to. Let's fire this up and see if it happens again. A little bit, but not... I don't know. Not nearly as bad. But I really don't know. Must just be some sort of loading issue with how this is set up here, I guess. I don't even know. It's a bit stuttery, but I had dropped down to like 13 frames, and that's just not right. That shouldn't ever happen. But anyway, as you guys can see, we did get a decent amount of stuff. A lot of gems. I'm surprised how many gems, and we did really good on shards for all that in comparison to what we got, so I really can't complain about that. But got a couple nice gems here right there, so lots of small ones. Like I said, I'll be picking them up and getting the pots for it and stuff like that. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting everything hammered down too, so that way I don't accidentally pick up a damn conveyor again. Speaking of which, I could not figure out how the hell to get my tools back out of here. You know, I was trying to pick it up with E and it wasn't working, and come to figure out all you need to do is left mouse. I assumed I had to hammer this in, but no, apparently you don't hammer it in, you just basically use left click. So I honestly didn't know that, but I know that now, so that's all that matters. I am going to extend this back another conveyor here, so it's gonna basically be dumping, because all my conveyors are gonna be too wide coming up with the dirt. So basically this is gonna be too wide to catch all the blocks dropping off as well. And well, I don't think we'd actually have to do that. I think we could. I think potentially we could even put like a piece of sheet tin to slide it down, but I'm going to use conveyors anyway. So I'm basically just going to back everything up a notch here and put two more flat conveyors. So do we, yeah, we actually have them here. So we could actually do that real quick. Here, let's just, oops, there we go. We're basically just going to back it up like this and get in there. Just like that. Rotate that. There we go. Alright, and then we're just going to back this guy up as well. And here, there they are. Now we need to get these facing the right direction. Right? Yep, that's right. So in case you guys are wondering, whichever direction you want the conveyor to go, like say for instance you want the conveyor to go this way, if you're standing on this side of it, you need to be able to see this knob to shut off the water. If you want the conveyor to go that way, you need to be looking at the valve for it, what I'll call it. So anyway, just get this dropped in there, just like that, and bam, away we go. Now we just need to set up our conveyors to dump the stuff in from out of here, and yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a setup yet. We should have plenty of money. We have just over 19,000 left. So we should have plenty of money to get everything else we need. We got all our Goliaths. We have 8 of them. So I'm gonna run 8 for now. Maybe more later. I don't know. But I'm gonna just run 8 for now and see how that goes. Eventually, like I said, we might add on to this and make it bigger. I might also change it so the harvesters are down here instead of up on the surface. You know, it's hard to say. But for now, I think it's going to stay like this. Like I said, eventually, as we keep, clearing out more and more, we're probably going to end up moving stuff down below. But for now, to start with, we're just going to set it up like this. And again, conveyors are going to come over, and, well, it's going to have two vertical ones like this, and then it's going to have a couple flat ones, and the vertical ones coming up out of there as well. So it's gonna be a heck of a setup. All these foundation blocks and stuff that are in here right now are just temporary things, so it's just basically there to fill the gap for the lack of the sheet metal there. So, like I said, I will be finishing this up. I just wanted to run a little bit of a test through and see, and the gold's not horrible. I mean, it's obviously, as you guys can see, it's not you know as big as it gets, but it is pretty decent size. And we did start to get some shards, and again, not huge. I think our biggest one is, it's not huge by any means, but every shard is another shard in the bank for running our equipment. So anyway, guys, this is just a short little episode. Like I mentioned, I'm going to have my buddy working on my computer, so I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be. Hell, that might even be right after this video comes up. I'm not 100% sure. So, but that will be at least a 2 to 3 day downtime for videos. So, and it's not going to be on the weekend either. It's going to be during the week. You can't do it on the weekend, unfortunately. So it's got to be a weekday thing. Um, but it's gonna help out overall quite a bit. So anyway, enough of the yakking on. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you guys take the time to hit that like button. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and trigger those notification bells so you never miss out on a video. And thank you again so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. All the support and all the subs. Every little bit helps, so thank you guys so much. And we'll see you for the next one.